Hey YouTube, it's your girl I Am Nubian with I Am Nubian Customs, and I'm just here today to follow up with you guys with my TTC and PCOS, endometriosis, and women's health journey. I'm sorry I've been away for a little while. I took like a 2 week break from my YouTube channel and social media and just myself altogether. Like, life has just got the best of me, and sometimes you just gotta go with the flow of things. And if you're new to my channel, or you go to my channel, you will soon find out or already know that I'm the type of person, I just go with the flow of things. I don't really try to go against the grain, because every time I try to go against the grain, divine always makes whatever happen for a reason. So with that being said, I just had to take out a little bit of time for myself. You know what I'm saying? I got to get some things in order, wrap my head around some things and stuff like that. And then just with work, all of that, the season changing, time going back and up, and team too much. So when I last left off was 2 weeks ago. I was ending out with week 8, and I was did like a little mini review on my Vitex for the 2 weeks that I was, or the week that I was taking it, because it's been about 3 weeks now. So the first week I was taking it with my raw supplement, which I have right here. I ended up stopped taking this supplement at the end of week 8 due to I'm almost out. I only have 2 capsules left, and I'm debating on if I want to go get more of these or not, because like I said, these was a $30 supplement. And they have other probiotics that's for vaginal care and everything, so I just wanted to do a little bit more research with that, and also just see how the Vitex would just do by itself, far as regulating everything, since with me or with anybody for that reason, you should always detox first, and then so that the medicine can do what it needs to do. And being that I did so much detoxing with the castor oil packs and black seed oil and things of that nature, and bentonite clay, before I started my journey on camera, and also with my dieting and stuff like that. That's why I was taking so many supplements in the beginning of my journey. If you haven't seen already, you can go back and watch some of the videos. But I was taking a couple different supplements, and then I would tweak my regimens from different weeks to see what was best fitting for me in those weeks for what I needed. So, again, with this Vitex supplement, I was kind of weary about taking it. So what I did was I did some research. So, lady doctor on YouTube, I really need to get good with trying to tag these people or link these people in my descriptions, but real good. And I came across some things that she said that you need for your vaginal wall and vaginal health and stuff like that. That's how I ended up coming across this supplement. So during, I want to say it was the close out of week 7 going into week 8, I was had bought the Vitex, but going on to week 6 and week 7, I had bought this supplement. So I was taking this 2 weeks prior, before taking the actual Vitex that I'm taking right now. So with that being said, at the end of week 8, I stopped taking all other supplements. The only supplements that I was taking was this supplement right here. Well, week 9, I was taking this with the Vitex, and then week 10, I was only taking this. Those are the only 2 that I would take. And I would take 2 of these at a time in the AM, and then I would take 1 in the morning, 1 at night. But it was getting a little bit too hard for me to remember. So what I started doing was, for the following after that, I noticed that these were getting down real low, so I stopped taking this one, and I just started taking 2 of these in the morning. And my results were kind of different. So I kind of wrote like a little bit of notes so I can remember, so I'm not just blabbering and everything. That's why I said I like to vlog weekly, the way my life is set up. Yeah, okay. Just I got so many other tutorials that I need to put out, and it's just like I have no time to edit or anything to even get this stuff out. So I want to say that it did and I want to say it helped with my cycle. So when I was taking this, I had a couple mood swings that was making me real fatigued and tired and things like that. But it was really helping push out those cysts and things like that. I ended up having a double period last month in October. If you have not been watching my vlog, I had one in the beginning of the month and I had one at the end of the month. Both of them started off with spotting and then turned into a full period. My first period lasted about 9 to 12 days. I really can't remember because the spotting and everything's so weird. And then I count those days when your body is trying to get its discharge and stuff back as my period. Um, the second one, it started off spotting on the early 20 somethings, and then I went off either the day before or the day of Halloween or something like that. I remember vlogging, my last day I vlogged was on November 1st. Today is November, let me see. Yeah, today's the 19th, so um, I want to say that period lasted about a good 7 days if I did not count the spotting, and I really think that the Vitex is what helped my cycle not run as long. And I did not pass any cysts my last cycle. It was just a different flow every day. I want to say that, but it got to a point where you could tell it was a full-on period and not spotting. It did make a change in my hygiene. Sometimes I would go pee and my pee will smell a little bit weird depending on what I ate that day, because this is still detoxing your body and trying to push all that junk out of your body. I really didn't have like no foul odor as far as just my regular smell down there or anything like that, but the smell on my actual like skin, I could smell like the toxins trying to escape my body. While I was on my cycle, I only had that one blemish that was right here and it went away. I haven't had any blemishes since that day. It does make me urinate a lot, and I'm uber thirsty. But I didn't get the smell on my skin in that until I started taking them both at the same time. Because when I was taking them separate apart, the effects weren't as intense. Because this is kind of like the smell and the toxins and stuff like that. Like when I took the Serapeptis. Mood swings, I want to say that it kind of helped. It helped with some of my PMS symptoms. However, I feel a little bit off for some reason. Like I can't explain it, but I don't know if it's because my body is just like at a pure state or state of mind that I'm in right now, or what. But I feel a little bit off. Lately I've been a little bit more irritable to things than usual, so I'm not sure with that. I know that my cycle should be about to come up if my date has changed to the 20 something, because like I said, today is the 19th, so anywhere within this week I should be looking forward to that. My appetite, I've been like uber hungry in the mornings, and usually I'm not like a breakfast person. I'm more like a brunch person. I eat around like the time I come to work, which is like 11, 12 o'clock. But not like a 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, just like I'm hungry. Like that shit's weird to me. So I don't know what's going on with all of that. And I just been real like standoffish to myself lately. I really haven't been wanting to be around other people or stuff like that. So I don't know if this is part of like the depression thing that I seen another YouTuber talking about, because I'm kind of like that anyways. But it's like everything about me is just at a more intense level. That's like the best way I can explain it. Like I just really can't explain it. So being that oh yeah, and I want to say that the way I sweat was kind of weird too, because I'm the type of person, which I know this was detoxing my body, because I don't sweat for nothing. Like I always remember like, are you an alien? Like I never seen you sweat. We've been dating like almost a year, and he's like, I never seen you sweat. Like, and I'm like, babe, I was for real. I said, I really don't sweat. I might get like a little hot. My skin gets a little damp, but like for me to like sweat bullets and stuff like that, gross. Like, that's just not my thing. But I've noticed that my body temperature, like, I was having hot, not even hot flashes. I would just, my body would just start hurting to the point where I switched my deodorants a couple times. I'm sorry, I feel like I was eating a little peanut butter today. I feel like something. I'm not over here tweaking, y'all. But yeah. So I had to switch my deodorant a couple of different times. If I would take the Vitex after getting in the shower, I felt like I had to get in the shower again because in certain areas it would perspirate and it would be mainly under my boobs. Was trying to detox. I wouldn't be musty, however, my armpits would sweat and certain deodorants would smell weird on my skin because everybody has their own aroma, and when you mix different stuff with your skin, the aroma is going to smell different on everybody depending on what your natural aroma is. So for me, I felt like I had to switch different deodorants. I was using Dove, but I had ran out of Dove, so I had switched to the powder in the Violet Sweet Pea swabs, and the ones really wasn't working like how they normally would work for me. So I had to go back to using the Secret brand of deodorant, and that one's been working really good. Also, I noticed that down here in this area, was trying to detox, like it would have like a slight sweatiness, and like my body was trying to push out toxins. So for me, I would recommend if you're taking this in the morning, I would take 2 in the morning, drink like a glass of water, pick out your clothes, whatever you're gonna do for the day, finish using the bathroom, whatever, and then get in the shower. That way, all the toxin that's trying to be flushed out has time to perspirate out of your pores, but you can wash up and not have like that weird stench on you. I don't know if other people smell. I just know I can smell. I'm a real in tune person with myself. But as far as that, I really didn't see a difference in anything. I don't eat more than I usually do. It's just I just be hungry. Um, so yeah. Um, oh, and for today, for week 11, I only took my Vitex and I started back taking the folic acid. I might go to the store today to see if I want to pick up any other supplements or just do some research and see if there's anything I'm missing. I'm sorry, you guys. But yeah, see if there's anything that I'm missing or need to look into as far as herbs and everything. So Um, yeah, if I get any suspected early news from this supplement, yeah, I will be the first to know for sure, for sure. So, all right, you guys. And I kind of want to wait to see what's going on with my cycle before I take these last 2, because again, if you're new to my channel, a lot of my supplements I start taking while I'm on my cycle, and for that reason being is because I like for my body to already be in a natural state of detoxing itself so it can push and purge out in the best way that it needs to. On top of the fact, if I take anything that will mess with my hormone levels or anything that has to do with kicking out a lot of toxins or messing with my fibers and cysts, that's causing for me to probably go into an early period. Anything, so since you're already on your period, once your period goes off, your body will know how to regulate itself and function to the medications and things like that, and you can tell which ones work best with what and when to take it, when to stop, because nothing is good for taking it at a long use of time. So I highly, 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 highly recommend this if you have any cysts, fibroids, BV, any type of yeast, candida. issues. It doesn't eat up scar tissue, but it helps break down bad and good bacteria and regulate all of that stuff. And if it's killing certain things off, certain things can't live in the body. So that's why I say this. I recommend this, and if you can get on some serapeptics, just remember to take 2 at a time. If you're new to it, just only take 1, because like I said, the smell is going to come out your pores like crazy. And I would say get some of this and get some Vitex, especially if you're having super irregular periods, multiple periods in a month or anything like that. But start it while on your cycle, and only start it off with using 1 in the morning and 1 at night. And then when you do feel comfortable to take 2 at a time, just take 2 in the morning on an empty stomach, because anything is going to work best on an empty stomach because nothing else is in your stomach. If you can't take it on your stomach, just take it with food. But if you're going to take serapeptics, I don't have the serapeptics out with me right now. Just make sure you're not having any type of food. Make sure you guys, my storage on here is like so full and my phone is about to die and everything. But like I was saying, if you're gonna take the serapeptics, like please just make sure it's on an empty stomach, because you will really jack yourself up and be in a world of pain. And I don't want anybody hurting themselves trying to detox and take medication and hurt themselves trying to get better health. So just make sure it's empty stomach. Drink lots of water. Make sure you done took a bowel movement at least before taking that. And if you can't take a bowel movement, taking the serapeptics is gonna make you have to go. But and once you feel comfortable with taking 2 at a time with that, you can bump yourself up to 2 at a time. I really don't recommend anybody taking more than 2 in a day, especially if you're taking the highest doses, which is I got the serapeptics. Doctor's best at the it's like 10,000 or 100 whatever billion CFUs, however you say it. Like I said, I don't have it right here with me right now. Also, like I said, if you want to have a prenatal, this is good. I got this from GNC. I kind of stopped taking it for a couple weeks just to see what my body was going to do while I was taking this, because this is kind of like a folic acid supplement as well. So, again, just trying to tweak your body and see what's right for you. It's always good. So, for week 11, I'm going to be taking both of these together. And this is the week that my second is supposed to come on, so we're gonna just see what's going on with that. Also, again, I might go to the store. They have a prenatal for this as well that has to be refrigerated. I'm gonna see if it's still on sale, or I'm gonna just stick with these 2 and just save some money. And because this is a cheaper route, I got this for about $8. I got this for about $5 versus just paying anywhere from $17 to $30 for this one. We have 2 different things, but that work together. Or just use just the one and see what works for you if you're new and you don't really want to splurge and spend a lot of money. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you found some jewels in this video that was right for you. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a lot of these videos out for you guys. Again, I'm sorry for the delay. My melanin gang, my kings, my queens, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for rocking with your girl in the Melanin Nation. Alright, and if you watch any of my videos, please just like, share, comment, subscribe, smack that button, okay? Hit the bell, okay? I know that I'll be struggling trying to get stuff out, but I'm telling you, when I do come, y'all know your girl is coming with all the tea, all the jewels, all the gems, all the supplements, all the natural things that you could ever think of, not think of, whatever. I'm learning just like how you're learning. So please, all comments, as long as it's not super negative. I am an open-minded woman. You know what I'm saying? I can take constructive criticism. I can take, different ideas. Even if I don't use them, you might be helping somebody else on my channel. Like I said, everybody's regimen is going to be different, from dieting to the lifestyle to all of that. Because at the end of the day, this whole thing is nothing but a lifestyle. So once you get into it. All right, you guys. Love, stay blessed. Melanin Nation, Melanin Gang, Melanin Poppin', Melanin taking over the world, period. Melanin Nation, Melanin Gang, Melanin Poppin'. taking over the world. Period.
Hey guys, I just had to stop down in the middle of my day because there's something so important that I want to draw attention to. We're not hearing enough about how we, women, Black women, are under attack. 75,000 women and young girls have just disappeared. And if you ask me, not enough people are talking about it. It should be all over the news, all over the radio. These are sisters, mothers, wives. Our babies are just disappearing. Sex trafficking and human trafficking, human organ trafficking is at an extreme high. This is not random. This is big business that we're talking about. It's intentional, and people in high places know about it. We have got to be alert. We got to be cautious, and we got to be diligent because our lives depend on it. So I want you to do what I do. I mean, I'm literally, call me crazy when I'm out with my children, but I'm always watching. You have to be. When you leave Walmart or you leave Target or you leave the supermarket, where did you park? Okay, what cars were next to you? What cars are next to you now? Are there vans next to you? Because you know what they're doing? When you go to get in your car, they're opening the side doors, jumping out, injecting these women, and they're paralyzed, and that's how they're snatching them. We've heard it from sex trafficking victims that that's exactly what happened. Out of the blue, someone grabbed them, injected them, and that's all they remember. Also, they're putting things on your front window. So now you get in, you get out your car, you go around to grab it off your front window, and that's how they're getting you, or your back window. They have these little black snip ties. They put them on your car and you're saying, what is that? Let me get out and take it off. Forget about it. Leave it. Who cares? It's material stuff. If there's something on your window, you drive home, you drive to a safe area, you go to a well-lit area where there's a lot of people, then you take it off. But do not fall for the okie doke. Your life depends on it. And I want you to make sure you send this video, send this message to every woman that you know. We've got to take care of ourselves. We got to look out for us because the media doesn't seem to care as much as they should. We're not the leading story of the day. And I think that's what these sex traffickers are counting on, that people are not valuing the lives of Black women. Please send this to your child, send this to your mother, send this to your sister. We have got to be diligent and we've got to be cognizant. Pay attention, be alert.